Today let us take a few examples on symmetrical components. The one first example, a 250 MVA 11 kV 3-phase generator is connected to a large system through a transformer and a line shown below. So here generator, transformer, transmission line, and it is connected to a large system. And all the generator ratings, the reactances have been given. X1 means it represent the positive sequence reactance, X2 means negative sequence, X0 is zero sequence reactance. The all X1, X2, X0 value for a generator, and this is for a transformer and transmission line, X1 and X2 value as well as X0 value given. And for an equivalent system, so when this is connected to a very large system, that equivalent systems reactance, positive, negative and zero sequence reactances have been given. So with this, these values given, we need to write the sequence network diagrams for the given system. Then first we have to write the positive sequence network or positive sequence diagram, negative sequence diagram, and then the zero sequence diagram. In order to write the positive sequence diagram for this system, we must know for each element or each component of the power system how to write the reactance diagram. As we know, for a generator, it is replaced by a voltage source in series with the reactance, and a transformer just the reactance, transmission line its reactance, and again equivalent systems in the voltage source in series with the reactance. Only that thing. So this all right from the first module we were discussing the same thing. So now we can write with all the reactance positive x1 for all the elements have been given. So using those reactance values, positive sequence diagram or positive sequence network can be written as shown in this figure. So here generator, the voltage source in series with the reactance. This is the transformer and transformer reactance, transmission line, and a equivalent system voltage source in series with the reactance, which is connected to a reference bus. So this becomes the positive sequence network, and we see that the value of x1 for a generator is J.15. So that is shown here, J.15, and for a transformer 0.12, for transformer 0.12, and for a line it is 0.25, and for an equivalent system it is 0.15 voltage sources are there. So this becomes the positive sequence network. Then negative sequence network is similar to the positive sequence network. Only difference is that there are no voltage sources. No induced EMFs are present in a system whenever the negative sequence currents flow. That means no here in EMF sources what is shown here. So if we just remove that, then that becomes the negative sequence network. So we can see here, so remove the voltage sources and all other values, all other reactances which are exactly the same, and therefore the negative sequence network, so which can be written like this. Only the zero sequence network, writing the zero sequence network is quite different from positive and negative. So here, so we look into first the generator is the generator zero sequence reactance is given. So that is that we are writing the generator zero sequence reactance is written. Next, transformer comes. So when transformer comes, so we have to be very careful. So we must see what type of winding connections, delta, star, grounded. As we know that the ideal configuration for a different types of transformer connections, that ideal figure that we have with consisting of two series switches and two shunt switches. So that we have to remember. So that means whenever delta is there, shunt switch should be closed. Whenever star with neutral grounded, then only the series switch must be closed up. Okay, so that ideal circuit which has two series switches and two shunt switches. In that the series switches are closed only when star connected with neutral grounded, and shunt switches are closed only when the delta connected. So here the primary is delta connected, that means series switch should be open, only the shunt switch is closed, and that is what we can see, the shunt switch is closed, series switch is open. Next is the star grounded. Star grounded means series should be closed, and the shunt is open. So as the shunt is open, so here no shunt shown here, the series is closed and it is closed and connected. So there is no path from this point to this point, primary to secondary, as delta star grounded, no currents will be flowing, but the connection, there is an open circuit, and this is star grounded, and delta means shunt should be connected, so that is what shown here, shunt connected, but there is an open circuit from here to here. So this is the transformer reactance 0.12. See here, transformer zero sequence reactance is 0.12. This is 0.12. Transmission line reactance is 0.75. So you have to use 0.75 here, not 25, 0.75. And then the zero sequence, this generator system, it is J.15. So this becomes the zero sequence network. Okay. Writing zero sequence network is quite different from the positive and negative. We need to consider the transformer winding connection, the star delta connected, star neutral grounded, or delta star connected, all those things we need to see, and accordingly whether it's an open circuit, shunt connected to reference, all those things we look into. Take another example. Draw the positive, negative and zero sequence network for the power system shown in figure. Here choose a base of 50 MVA. Base value we have to choose 50 MVA, 220 kV in the 50 ohm transmission line. So MVA base is common for whole system, but kV base, that is we consider on whatever given, that is 50 ohm transmission line, we consider the kV base, and mark all reactances in per unit, the ratings of the generator, transformer, all those things given. So MVA rating, kV rating, reactance values have been given for generator 1, generator 2, transformer. Transformer is 11 bar 220 kV transformer, whose reactance has been given. And also other data given are the negative sequence reactance of each reactance synchronous machine equal to subtransient reactance, as subtransient values given. Zero sequence reactance of each machine is 8%. Okay, and zero sequence reactance of the lines are 250% of their positive sequence reactance. So if at all this data is not given, so we take it as a positive, negative and zero sequence reactances all are equal, but here zero sequence reactance is 250% of that of the positive sequence reactance, so we need to consider this. So one by one let us take. Here this is the circuit, given circuit. We have to choose from the choose a base what is given, that is 50 MVA, and base kV on 50 ohm transmission line we have to choose. Now when we choose 50 ohm on the transmission line, here 50 ohm transmission line, the base is 220 kV if we choose. So what is the kV base for generator 1 side and generator 2 side, we need to find. So if we go for finding the generator 1 side, it is equal to this 220 kV base into V2 by V1. So here the transformers are 11 bar 220 kV, that means this is 220 kV, 11 kV stepped up to 220 kV, then stepped down to 11 kV. So that means 11 bar 220. So what we have to do, if this kV base for the line is known, for the generator side means we have to go through the transformer. So that is transformer, this becomes V1 and that is V2. V1 is 220 volt kV and this is 11 kV. So V2 becomes 11 and V1 is 220. So what we have to do, 220 kV into 11 by V2 by V1, 11 by 220, that becomes the voltage base for the generator 1. Similarly for the generator 2, if you see 220 kV is the base here, into V2 by V1. V2 is 11 because 220 step down to 11 here. So 11 by 220. So it becomes 11 kV at the kV base at the generator 2. Like that, first base value we must choose MVA base, 50 MVA base for the whole system, and for the transmission lines it is 220 kV. For the generator 1 and generator 2 side it is 11 kV base. Once we choose that, then all the reactances must be converted to per unit values. First let us take the positive sequence reactance. It is subtransient value has been given for the generator 1, subtransient value given J.2, then it is old value into, because we want to find for a new basis. So xg1 new value is old value into MVA base new divided by MVA base old into kV base new square divided by kV base old. So this we already we have dealt with. So using this we can find the old value into 50 divided by 25 into 11 by 11 square by 11 square. 50 MVA, that is the new base. 25 MVA is the old base. You see here generator 1, 25 MVA is the old base. And 11 kV, that is both are new and old, both are 11. So substituting we get new per unit value for the generator 1 is J.4. Now negative sequence reactance, that is positive sequence. Negative sequence reactance is same. So as here it is given generator 1 positive and negative sequence reactance is same, they have given. So therefore negative sequence reactance is also J.4 per unit. Next, zero sequence reactance for all the elements are 8% on the new base. How to find for 8% is J0.08 into new MVA base divided by old base and old kV base square by new. So substituting we get a zero sequence reactance. And per unit value of generator neutral reactance. So this is also very important. Generator neutral reactance value has been given because that has to be included in the zero sequence network. So therefore this reactance must also be calculated for a new base. Per unit value must be calculated. So both the generator 1 and generator 2, which has a star grounded through the reactances, and that also we must take into account. It is 5% on new base, that is J0.05 into new for new base. So MVA base new divided by old into kV base old square divided by kV base new square. So that formula when we substitute, so we can get the per unit value of the generator neutral reactance. Now transformers, so the ratings of all the transformers are identical, so therefore the reactances also should be same, and all the three sequence reactances of the transformers are also same. Now positive sequence reactance is equal to negative sequence reactance is equal to zero sequence reactance. Again for the new base we will be finding for transformer. J.15 is the transformer reactance has been given. The transformer, see here J.15%. So J.15 into, for the new value we are going to check for the new value. So therefore MVA base, so same formula. So that formula when we use we will be getting the value 0.375. Now this transmission lines positive and negative sequence reactances are same. So we will find XT transmission line reactances positive and negative, which is for the new base. And zero sequence reactance is 250% of the positive sequence. So take 250%, that is 2.5 times the per unit value, that is J.13. So now all the reactances, so in the first problem all the positive, negative and zero sequence reactances all given in the problem itself. Now even though it is given that is for different base, so we are finding for a new base, that's it. Okay, the new bases we are finding all the reactances, positive, negative and zero sequence reactances for all the elements. So once the values have been found, then we can write the network, the positive sequence network. So as it consists of a generator, then transformer, transmission line, transformer, again transformer, transmission line, double circuit line, transmission line and transformer, then generator. So here both the generators have to be replaced by EMF source in series with the reactances. Transformer reactance, this is also replaced by reactance and this is also by reactance, like that. So when we replace, the positive sequence reactance can be written as voltage source in series with this transformer reactance, transmission line, transformer, transformer, transmission line, and another transformer, double line, and then comes the generator 2. So EMF source in series with this one. And the values you take generator reactance for the new generator reactance what we have found. It is J.4. See, J positive is, this is J.4. And for the transformer 1 what we have found, so that those all positive sequence values you substitute over here. This becomes the positive sequence network. Next, negative sequence network, as I said in the previous example, it is one and the same for this, but only that the voltage sources are not present. That is what you write it, see here, all the values, okay, all the values are one and the same, this and this, except that the voltage sources are not present, and the network is similar to the positive sequence network, and this becomes the negative sequence network. Next, coming to zero sequence. The zero sequence, when we write here, here generator neutral reactance is also given. Okay, the generator neutral reactances have been given. So zero sequence reactance, which is equal to the reactance of the reactance, zero sequence reactance plus 3 times the neutral reactance we need to take. So that is very important. And in addition to that, what type of transformer? So whether star grounded is there, then it is there is a flow of current from primary to secondary, because all series switches are closed. And star grounded means here series switch is not closed because neutral not grounded. Here series switch is closed because neutral grounded, but here it is open. And shunt switches in this case as well as this case both are open. And here there is a series, both the series switches closed. And here also similar to this, one series switch is closed, here it is open. So there is an open circuit from here to here. So here neutral reactance given, so 3 times the neutral reactance plus the Z0 value must be taken into account while writing the zero sequence network. So this becomes the zero sequence network. You see here 3 times the neutral value and zero sequence reactance value. Here also 3 times the neutral reactance value plus the reactance zero sequence reactance value what we have calculated. So that we are putting. Then comes the transformer. As I said, that is there is a flow of current from primary to secondary, as both are star neutral. Okay, star neutral. So here also there is a closed circuit. Then transmission line. But here there is an open circuit because the primary is just the star. Primary is just the star here. So there is no neutral grounded here. So therefore that is replaced by here open circuit here. Then transformer T2, then comes the generator. So this becomes the zero sequence network. So values and all you just observe zero sequence values. J.16 for generator, J.16 see XGL zero sequence react 8% on new base, so it is J.16. So like that for all the transformers, transmission lines as well as the generators, all those things, zero sequence values must be taken into account. Next, for the power system whose one line diagram is shown in figure, sketch the zero sequence network. Okay. So here, so no need to calculate any of these values, compute the values, just we need to write the zero sequence network. See here, the neutral reactance is given, therefore 3 times the neutral reactance plus the zero sequence reactance of the generator must be taken. And then delta star grounded means delta shunt switch is closed, but on the secondary side series switch is closed, no shunt switch. So that but there is an open circuit from primary to secondary, that no current will be flowing. So that we must show in the see here, generator reactance 3 times the neutral reactance, and the open circuit because it's delta, and delta means here it is grounded, and star grounded, so series which is closed here, transformer reactance shown. And next is here another transmission line, and then from here again another transformer comes, the transformer star grounded, so series switch closed but shunt switch closed at the secondary, shunt switch closed at the secondary, so it is connected to the reference. Another generator with neutral grounded given, neutral reactance given, so therefore x naught and neutral 3 times the neutral reactance is shown. And here transformer transmission line, the transmission line here, and here also delta is there, so shunt is there but no open circuit from here to here. Open circuit is shown, shunt grounded here, and xt2 value, so this series switch closed, therefore t2 value xt2.